All right, what's up and welcome to the channel. My name is Hagshot and thank you for joining us. Today I want to show you what you're going to need with your new GoPro Hero 9. So I switched to this camera mainly for the bike videos because I want them to look absolutely amazing, or the best that they can. And plus the Hero 7 did a fine job, but it would cut out intermittently and I wouldn't know about it. And that's a really bad thing, especially doing bike reviews, because I have no idea when it's just gonna decide to shut off. So I got this new setup. Now, full disclaimer, I did not do my due diligence when I went in to buy it. I knew what I wanted, but I didn't go in there knowing, you know, it was a different size and I was gonna need this and that. So that's what the point of this video is. If you're looking to upgrade to the Hero 9, I'm gonna show you some things that you're probably gonna need to get with it, especially if you wanna do motorcycle type videos with it. So let's go ahead and check that stuff out now. All right, so I go into Best Buy, I'm wearing my helmet, and the guy asked me, hey, is this for motorcycle videos? Which is pretty obvious at this point, but yeah, I'm nice. I say, yeah, it's for motorcycle videos, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, well, upgrading from the 7 to the 9, will this still work for the GoPro 9? He said, yeah, dude, absolutely. All your accessories are still gonna work. I said, all right, cool. So I went ahead and bought an additional battery. You guys probably have a ton of these if you have any of the old GoPros. I went ahead and bought another one. To my knowledge, or not to my knowledge, that none of that stuff is going to work. All right, so obviously you're gonna need a Hero 9. It's gonna come with all the basic stuff. We're not gonna get into this too much, but basically it's going to come with the camera, it's gonna come with a cord, it's gonna come with one battery, manual and all that good stuff. What you're also gonna need is you're gonna need to get additional batteries. Now these are specific to the 9 Black. They're 30% more battery life according to GoPro, so that means that they're obviously bigger than the old batteries. So you can't just roll with one GoPro battery. I don't care how much more life you get out of this, you're gonna need additional batteries. So I went with the charger and the additional battery, and then I got another battery on top of that, because if you just go with the charging capability in the GoPro, all right, you have your little side door over here, and you would just charge to this port right here. You know, it's USB Type-C. This is going to take you forever, so at least with a dual port you get to charge 2 batteries at the same time, and you don't have to open up this door constantly to charge just one battery at the same time. So you're definitely going to want to get extra batteries, and you're going to want to get some type of additional charger. I've used aftermarket chargers in the past and I've used their batteries. I'm not going to mention that brand, but they really do not hold up as well as the GoPro. Now, maybe you have a different experience with a different type of aftermarket GoPro, whatever type of battery and charger. My experience has not been great, so I spend the money on the actual GoPro stuff for that. All right, so obviously because this is a bigger camera than what this is no longer going to work. You can see the size difference even in this housing. So what you got to do is you got to get one of these media mods, but this is actually a huge upgrade over this. And the reason I say that is because the way I had this hooked up basically the entire time I've done motorcycle videos is something in a housing like this, where you take the side port off and then you plug in this 3.5mm jack right here, or this adapter for the lavalier type of mic that I use. I use a Rode Lav Mic. And you have to have this adapter and this adapter to be able to get sound from the GoPro to the microphone and all of that good stuff. So this is a real pain in the... I won't say it's too much of a pain in the butt. So basically I just have like this 3M type of adhesive stuff that I put on the helmet itself, actually set up kind of like this. Can you still see it? Kind of like this. So I have this other piece here, and then I would just mate the two up, and then I would have this over here like this, right? All right, so it's not the best looking thing in the world. I don't think it looks, you know, terrible, but it's not the best looking thing in the world. But I said, hey, if I'm gonna get a new helmet, I want it to be clean anyways. So this is actually a really good thing, I think. So basically what we have now, and this also has cold shoe mounts on it, which is actually a really good thing as well, where this does not. I know I actually have one that does have a cold shoe mount on it, so you can hook up your external mics and stuff. Alright, so we'll open this up, see what, alright, instructions. Alright, it's going to come with another adapter, it's going to come with another screw there, but really the main part is this here. Now it also has a wind mic for your built-in microphone that's in this adapter, so this will take the place of the onboard mics on the GoPro. But I'm not going to be using this, and I'm not going to be using the onboard mics. You definitely want to have an external mic. We'll talk about that here in just a second. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take the side off, just like we would do here. This is going to come all the way off, though, just like that. And then you have a port here that's going to match up with your port here. It's just a USB Type-C port, and this will charge in this case, which is pretty cool. The only thing you're going to notice there is that when you want to change your SIM card or your battery, you're going to have to take it out of this device. Not that it's a huge deal, but hey, it is what it is. So it's just going to close over just like that. So this has the 3.5mm jack already built into it. You have a couple of ports here, and this is weather resistant too, which is really good. So you have a couple ports there. There's one for your mic. There's one for your USB Type-C, or your mini HDMI, if you will, and then a USB Type-C port right there. So pretty dang cool. So now, what about microphone options? So what I can do is I can take my Lav mic, and I haven't even taken it out of my old helmet yet, but I can take this, and I should be able to, we'll do some tests with it and make sure before we actually do a video, but I should be able to just plug it in right there. I still may need, because this is a Rode, and you have to have the adapter for Rode, so I may still, and I don't even really know. This is something I'll just do a test on before I actually do any kind of videos. I may still have to have that. I really don't think so. But I could do it like this, or another option that I could do is I have these wireless Go mics. These things are fantastic. So basically you have a transmitter. You have a transmitter here, you have a transmitter here. This is your microphone, this is your transmitter, okay? I could take the microphone inside of the helmet, I could plug it into this transmitter, and then I could just put this in my pocket, just run it down, you know, somewhere right here, and then just take the microphone and stick it up in the new helmet and just have a, you know, just put it somewhere inside the helmet where it's not there permanently, it's just there temporarily, and I could just take it out each and every time. The only thing I'm concerned with this, this isn't going to pick up any sound. This is just the transmitter. I would just have to play around with it and see whenever I get at higher speeds, is this going to pick up too much noise? Because generally speaking, having the microphone inside of the helmet has actually done pretty well for me. So I may just stick with that. So you have a couple of different options there. I was just kind of pointing that out, that is something else that you could do, and then just plug it in here. So really all you would need for that, if I do it like that with this, basically, there's a single cord. This is the dual cord. So when me and Mrs. Heckshot both shoot, when we're both in video, we both have a microphone, obviously. So this is used for us when we're both recording, but I'll use it just for this sake. I have a single one as well. But basically, this could stick on, right? It could stick on right on the cold shoe mount right there, right on the side, or even on the top if I wanted to. And then I could just, let me actually put it on the top just so you guys can see it a little bit easier. So I could stick it on the top just like this. I could then plug it in here. Again, it would be a single one. I could then plug it in somewhere like that. That single cord is kind of wound nice and tight, so it wouldn't be as tacky as what this is. And then just put this on my mount, and boom, be good to go. Of course, this one has the little fold-out mount option, and then, you know, just hook it up. So it doesn't make it that much bigger, but this media mod, and of course you have to change the options whenever you do an external mic. You got to change them in the GoPro, but that's no big deal. But this should make it a heck of a lot easier to run it on the helmet. Should be cleaner, and I won't have to worry about that cord flapping all over the place. So that's a pretty dang good thing. So you're talking... You know, you're talking another couple $100 if you want to use the onboard mic. Of course, you have the screen here. But another couple $100 basically once you buy that GoPro to get your extra batteries, to get your media mod. And that's assuming that you go with the GoPro brand. And then, of course, you're going to want to have a microphone because you want your stuff to really, really sound good. Even if it looks a little worse, it needs to sound good. And that just, it is what it is there. All right, so something else I wanted to show you real quick is how the heck you're gonna hook this thing up to your helmet. So I've decided to make a little change. I'm not gonna go with the Shark. I'm actually gonna give this to Mrs. Heckshot. She had to send hers back. Hers was too small, same type, different color is what she got. We're gonna send it back. We already sent it back, but I'm gonna give her this one. And I'm gonna try one of the new Roark 3.0 Atlas helmets. They are super popular. People seem to really like them. And they got a lot of great features. So I'm going to try one of those instead when those come out. But anyways, same premise still applies. So right here, what I did, and by the way, you will still need this little adapter right here, by the way, if you use a Rode. But anyways, so this little piece right here, basically it has a little cushion on the back, and it just straps into the helmet. It actually just straps kind of around the helmet. You can actually see where it like clips just right there. It's got a couple little straps that just kind of hang down. But it seems like it holds it in place pretty well. And I wanted to try something like this so it's a little bit cleaner than what I was running before. So you're gonna need some way to hook this up. There's another company that makes just a single piece, right? And it's really awesome actually. Move this out just a little bit, but there's another company that makes just a single piece that goes right here. You can hook your camera on it and all of that good stuff, but they're helmet specific, all right? So they match the lines with the helmet and all that good stuff. I don't remember the name of the company, but I thought this might be something, you know, a little bit cleaner than what I was running before, which is something like this. So again, I have, you know, I had, you know, this right here on the side. This was plugged into the camera, you know, that was sitting right here. All right. So I got mounts all over this freaking helmet. I mean, it really, like, I've tried so many different things because you want to get it directly in the center of the helmet, of course. And then you got brackets with the mount and everything coming over. So I just wanted to try something a little bit cleaner with this new helmet. And I actually like, I think I like what I set up over there. If it doesn't work, then I'll run another one of these. It is what it is. These curved GoPro mounts. So you're either going to need the curved GoPro mount with all of the attachments and all of that stuff, or you can go with the same thing that I got here and just, you know, it'll just clip on the inside of the helmet. The visor is not going to close all the way, but it closes up pretty dang tightly with that. So, you know, I don't think it's too much of a big deal there. So it just depends on how you want to run it. You know? And I'll leave a link down to all this stuff, Amazon links. So if you want to buy them, you know, the links will be right there and you can check this stuff out. But you'll definitely need a way to hook the camera to the helmet as well. All right, so there you go. Hopefully that will help you out. If you're looking to upgrade to the HERO9, I still got to do some testing with it, but I'm sure it's awesome. I've used GoPros for a really long time. I still have the Silver 4 that I bought for our very first one back in the day, and it still works. So these things are great. It has the Hyper Smooth 3.0, so I imagine this thing is going to do really great. You just need some extra stuff to kind of set it up. You know, it's kind of like Apple of the action camera world, if you will. They're always changing stuff, so you kind of have to keep up with what they're doing. But hey, it is what it is. Hopefully that helped you out. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and all of that good stuff. We'll see you in the next one. And as always, hold the rubber side down.